What's up, YouTube? This video is going to be about running Titegroup smokeless powder with powder coated cast lead bullets. It was recently brought to my attention that from a YouTuber with a channel named Dummy Round that the Titegroup can possibly and likely, I guess likely does, eat at the powder coating after a while when these things are loaded. After these things were loaded. So I decided to, this is my first time hearing that, so I decided to pull a few bullets. I had some in storage that had been loaded. I went back and checked the date, and they were loaded in February 2021. So we're right at 2 years they've been loaded, sitting, in storage. I decided to just pull a random 5 out of there and pull the bullets and see what was going on in there. And lo and behold, it does have a reaction. It varies from bullet to bullet. I'm gonna, if this ain't gonna focus, I'm gonna make the assumption that that's just the way they're stored. Because I was just loading these things and throwing them in an old peanut jar, and so they could have been sitting in there. However, like this one may have been sitting straight up and down, without any powder contact in it. One of these other ones were likely, laying on the side or laying upside down. So there's definitely something to that, and there's two for comparison. So there's definitely something to that. There definitely is a reaction that happens. My workup on these are Lee cast 124 grain tumble lube bullets, and my workup on them was CCI 500 primer, 3.8 grains of Titegroup, and a case overall length of 1.135. And it's an excellent load. I mean, it's functioning in everything that I've tried. Multiple different handguns. I haven't tried any carbines or anything, but it's worked in every handgun that I've tried. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here and confirm that yeah, there is a reaction that happens, and I would be careful to anybody out there wanting to load these things and store them. I have not run these through the chronograph to see. I did measure them. And off of my little cheap scale, I can't really tell a difference. I mean, they're still coming up 3.8. So I can't really tell you exactly how much powder is embedding into this powder coating, or whatever you want to call it. But I'm maybe try to get out. I'll maybe try to get out to the range this week sometime, and run a good testing through the chronograph. And compare, ones that have been stored versus freshly loaded ones. I'll go ahead and load up some fresh ones just to see. I'm still going to use these things. I'm still going to use this load. I think I'm not going to store them from this point forward. And I guess maybe an option would be to store them in a tray where you can set them upright. I don't know. That's a little risky for me. A little too high maintenance to store bullets. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably just use the Titegroup on this load for, load them up a few days before we go to the range or something like that. And definitely not a storage option at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna run these things to the chronograph, and I'll report back on that, on my findings on that, and I'll also report back on the deviation on just these that haven't been setting, and see what am I getting on that, and compare to my old notes whenever I work this load up. So, all right, this quick little video. So if you're using Titegroup with powder coated cast bullets,